Test, test one, test. Testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, testing.
Got a like 45-second delay, so just
Testing, testing, 1, 2. So he'll hear that in 45 minutes.
okay. Say test mic 2 on that one.
Test mic 2.
Test mic 1.
Test mic 2.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are so glad to be here tonight in Henrietta High School. It's a great facility here. We just saw a girls' game. Man, it was so loud. This place is going to be packed and very, very loud tonight. Thank you for joining us. I'm Todd Lovelace. I'm actually filling in tonight for Ross Lovelace, who works for the Thunder and had a Thunder game tonight. So I got my other son to join me tonight, the 2021 state champion MVP, Reed Lovelace, here with me. Hey, Reed, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Excited to be here.
We're excited to be here, and we're getting ready to have the starting lineups. You probably won't hear that, so we're going to go ahead and give you some stats and starting lineups here as we start off this game. We've got Crossings Christian Knights, number 2 in the state, 21-2 record, versus Stilwell Indians tonight. They've also got a 22-2 record, so they've got one more win, but the same amount of losses. Some of the key wins for Stilwell. Number 3, 3A Roland. They beat them by 6. 4A Muldrow, number 20. They beat them by 38. 4A Catoosa. They just beat recently here in the playoffs. They were number 12 in 4A. They won by 17. Those are some of the key wins they've had. Some of the losses, though, they did lose to Roland. Back in December the 20th, they lost to Roland by 15, and they lost to number 9, 5A Tulsa Edison by 18 back in January 7th. That's their last loss, was January the 7th. During the playoffs, Stilwell's outscored 3 playoff opponents by 75 points, scoring an average of 71 during the playoffs and giving up just 46 points. So they've had some pretty dominant wins here in the playoffs. Crossings Christian has a lot of key wins here. Number 16, Bethany, they won by 12. They beat them twice by 12 and 14. Number 16, Guthrie, it's a 5A school. They won by 3. Number 1 and 6A, the defending champion Edmond North, they beat by 3. Number 1 and 4A, Kingfisher, they beat by 1 in overtime. Number 7, OCS and 4A, they won by 2. And then Tuttle, just a couple weeks ago, last week actually, they beat by 11 at home in the playoffs. So the key losses, though, for Crossings, number 1, 2A Dale, which is one of the best teams in the state regardless of class. And then they lost to OCS the second time they played them at OCS by 14, which was kind of a weird game. So those are the key losses. In the playoffs, Crossings has outscored their playoff opponents in the playoffs by 55 points, averaging 70 points a game and giving up just 51. So some of the key players here for Crossings here: sophomore Cal Furnish point guard, junior Matt Goodell, sophomore Cam Parker, junior Evan Krotz, and who am I missing? Freshman Phoenix Woodson, the freshman that is having such an incredible year. Key players for Stilwell: number 22 is their best player, Cody Petrie, number 22. So we're going to be underway here. I'm going to try to do my best to do this play-by-play, and Reed's going to fill in for me. Crossings wins the tip. Already trying to get it down to the big man, which is a great idea. I love that. Phoenix Woodson with 2 right off the top.
Gotta love an opening set to just get the ball down to your big man with the obvious size advantage there early in the game.
I'm probably the happiest person to see that, other than Phoenix's mom or dad. I love us going down low and trying to get that. And here's a signature. Beautiful.
Coast to coast from Cal Furnish with the and one.
One of the things that Crossings does really well is get out and run fast. That's exactly what just happened right there.
And the only way to do that is to get stops, and I think this Crossings team is at their best when they're getting stops and they're getting out and run and getting out on the run.
So we are a two-man crew tonight. I'm running the camera, so I apologize if I miss anything. Usually we have three up here. So again, Crossing's out running fast. Wide open three for Cal Furnish, just a bit off. Crossing's forcing some tough shots, and we have a foul. First foul there, number 1, Cal Furnish. Crossing's out running again. Another wide open three. And in and out. Wow.
All great looks for Crossing so far. All stops and got out and run and have gotten all 3 great looks.
Yes.
Just a couple haven't fallen.
I did get to watch one game of Stilwell earlier yesterday. Good turnover there.
Yeah, what a great step up by Cam there to cut off the sideline and Evan to stay in that trap and not allow the split.
Stilwell's going to give a lot of good looks to Crossing. So if Crossings is hitting here early, it's going to be a long night.
Beautiful ball movement from Crossings.
I love it. Evan Kratz with the up and under. So one thing I've criticized Crossings on this year is taking too many wild threes without penetrating. And I like the ball movement, penetration, ball movement, penetration.
And sometimes early in the game, I feel like Crossings tends to shoot a few early shots. Sometimes when you could have gotten better shots. And I feel like they haven't done that so far. And every look they've gotten has been the right look.
Crossing's defense right now is just picking it up. Cam with the steal and the bucket with the left hand. And we got an early timeout by Stilwell. It's 8-0 here in Henrietta High School gym. So you got to love the start to this game, Reed.
What an exclamation point from the defense. You got to think that was a key going into this game was to shut them down defensively. And it looks like the guards really made a statement to get up and pressure their guards.
Yeah, like I said earlier, their best player, Cody Petrie, number 22, he's scored his 1,000th point here late February. I think it was actually Valentine's Day, if I remember right. And great young, he actually is a senior, great guard. When I said young, I meant smaller, skinnier guy, kind of like you, Reed. Great player, but they're shutting him down so far.
Yeah, nothing has come easy for the Stilwell team so far. And the Knights, on the other hand, seem to be getting anything they want.
Yeah, they're getting great looks. They're getting out running fast, getting downhill.
I think that's the right call there.
To Evan Kratz.
Props to Evan Kratz for stepping up and trying to take a charge, though.
Yeah.
Early in this playoff game, the little things when you get to the playoffs are the difference maker down the stretch. So.
Oh, he stepped out. Yes, he did. Another turnover on the side. That's 2 turnovers on the sideline, 1 on each side. Cam Parker with the 3, and he knocks it down. The big man stepping out.
Talk about an improved shooter.
Yes.
So confident at the top of the key, just stepping into those threes now.
Another defensive steal. And the dunk. Woo! Man.
And a 13-0 start for the Knights, led by the defense, and I think everybody on this night's team has almost scored so far.
Wow. What a start. I think at times this year, Reed, I felt like there was a, no, he traveled. He did. That was an actually good call. He did travel.
What an eye.
He dragged his foot. Again, one of the criticisms maybe I had earlier in the season with Crossings is I didn't feel like their defense was up to the Crossing standard, which has really been suffocating defense. And during this playoffs, I've just watched Crossings step it up defensively. And tonight is one of those nights. Phoenix Woodson with the three. Just a bit off.
I agree with you. I think that early on in the season, they were still kind of learning their identity as they had a new team, really.
Yeah.
And I think since then they've made leaps and bounds on committing on the defensive end and really just uniting together and playing harder, really.
Yeah, I mean, you're starting a freshman and two sophomores and two juniors. So, and they play a lot of minutes here in the playoffs. Yeah, I agree with you. They had to find their identity a little bit defensively too, and really get to know each other.
Yeah, yeah.
There's the first two buckets.
Cole
2
Kimball
points.
on the bucket. Put them on the board for the first time in this game.
Nice drive by Cal Furnish. Beautiful left-handed scoop. Again, I think a few games ago that might have been a three-point shot. I love him taking the ball to the hole. Good rebound there by Stilwell. Evan Kratz with the rebound. And it's gonna be a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Stilwell.
That's about as perfect as Crossing's defense has played. They have given up quite a few offensive rebounds already early on, and it got them on the last possession and almost resulted in a three this possession.
Yeah, two seniors come into the game. Cooper Molinex, Matthew Hooper, contributed a ton this year. Great young men.
Nice.
Cal Furnish with the drive. Matt Goodell with the three-point attempt is off. Crossing staying in the man. Shot off. Matt Goodell with the rebound. Cal Furnish with the pull-up jumper. It's good. Cal's had a great start to this game.
Super efficient start.
Yeah, very important.
Hasn't forced anything, gotten to his spot. Wherever he wants to go on the floor, he's gotten to.
He's gotten everything he's wanted. Yeah, you're right. Very smooth. Uh-oh. Petrie trying to back behind his head pass to nobody. Would have been nice if it went to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Furnish brings ball down the court. No pressure at all. I'm surprised in the game that I saw, they had full court zone press, and they went back into a zone. They played man here so far this game.
Well, with a team like Crossings and how they've been in the past, it almost hurts you to press at any point in the game because you can have how well they can move the ball.
I agree. That was a tough miss there by Petrie. Crossings gets the rebound. Yeah, I agree with that, Reed.
It will be interesting to see what kind of adjustments Stilwell makes, though, considering Crossings seems to be getting whatever they want right now.
Yeah, they did a kind of a triangle press, and yeah, it's really hard to do that against Crossings because you're basically playing against 4 or 5 guards at any time that can all handle the ball,
and even with some bigs who can also dribble the ball.
Yeah. 15 seconds here in the first period. Nice backdoor. The senior, Matthew Hooper, with the three. What a way to end the quarter, 20-2.
And about as flawless as a quarter as you can have, really. -2 points.
Wow. Just very efficient. Not a ton, not a bad shot yet.
Selfless basketball.
I don't think I've seen any turnovers. Great defense. A lot of fast breaks. Driving to the bucket. These have all got to be points that were made earlier this week by Coach Shank and his staff. And they've just they've done everything that they were supposed to do so far tonight.
Yep.
I think what you got to. Well, let me ask you, because you're a former player. I think some of the temptation would be, hey, we're up 22. Let's relax a little bit.
Honestly, at this point in the season, what would be on my mind here as an older guy with a lot of miles, and how knowing the experience of knowing how much of a toll that the state tournament and the tournament takes on your body, especially towards the end, and if you're having to fight from the bottom. But yeah, I would try to get up by as many points as possible early on and try to get some of your better players an opportunity to rest up and get your young guys an opportunity to thrive and stay engaged and keep that commitment going as well.
Man, I totally agree with that. I think that's a good perspective. And it's not like these younger guys on crossings don't get playing time.
Oh, no.
Another three by Cam Parker, the big man, sophomore. What an improved shot, like you said earlier.
Oh, it's just so much more effortless. And
I'm impressed with the job that Cal Furnish is doing defensively on Petrie. There's a foul on Petrie right there.
Double screen at the top of the key. Back to
Jonah Kelly for three! The junior, Jonah Kelly.
If the Knights are hitting threes like this with so many different people and this efficient at this high of a rate, I don't know who stands in their way of the gold ball.
I agree with you. I said this on the broadcast with Ross last game. I just feel like, there are games where they're just, they're not hitting the three, and they have to create different ways to score, and so the games are a little bit tighter. But if they're hitting threes, the momentum that just happens with this team is crazy. One's going off, the next goes off, the next goes off. You just can't shut all of them down.
Absolutely, and if you're holding a team to 2 points in a quarter, you can almost fire up as many threes as you want.
That's true. Matthew Hooper at the rebound, and he's fouled.
Kalima Ramirez splitting at the free throw line there.
Hooper takes a seat. And who came in, Reed?
Evan Krotz came back in.
Okay. Cal Furnish with the drive, misses. Cam Parker tries to follow, and he couldn't hit it either, but they keep possession of the ball.
Stilwell moved into his zone.
Another offensive board. Jonah Kelly with the two. Cam Parker with a nice dish under the basket. 28-3 here, crossings in the second. Evan Krotz playing really solid defense. It looks like they switched up. Looks like the guards are switching on the top. Is that normal, Reed?
It looks like they're in black right now, which is switching everything. So
steal by Cal Furnish with the euro and the bucket. 30-3 here in the second, midway through the second.
And you love to see all the guys just out there smiling and having fun, up by a lot, but still playing hard, too.
They are playing hard. Nice move by the big fella. Petrie gets on the board.
Nice to see Jonah Kelly out there again after having to miss last week after an unfortunate trampoline park injury.
I did not hear about that. Cal Furnish with the three, and it's good! Wow. I mean, they're not even guarding the three-point line. Every three we've taken has been completely wide open.
It's almost like Stilwell kind of was hoping that Crossings would just have a bad shooting game.
Nice pass down low to the big fella. What a beautiful pass, and a lot of patience there by Cal Furnish there for the assist down low in the paint.
Really, just the whole team's in sync right now. Everything's just flowing. I don't really know what other words there are for it.
Jonah Kelly with the rebound. Tried to get it up court, just short-armed it just a little bit. A couple new players coming in. Looks like Buckingham's coming in the game. Number 15, nice freshman, Braden Buckingham. Nice drive by Matt Goodell. That's all right. That's a great decision there.
And they're doing a great job of getting the ball to multiple sides of the floor before making an attempt to go shoot the ball, which really just opens up the entire lane and allows for more drives and more kickouts.
Nice cut there by the 34 there for Stilwell. Phoenix Woodson taking the ball up. Mullinex for a three. He hits one right off the front rim, and it rolled right in. Cooper Mullinex, a senior. Buckingham, wow. I'm not sure what happened just there. Kratz out to Goodell for the three. Just a bit off. Another good look, though.
Stilwell started to play a little faster here. Their pace has gone up a lot, and they're starting to get a few better looks here.
There's a nice bucket by number 4. I like the ball fake first. They've done that a few times tonight, and it's been very effective. The ball fake and drive. Crossing's got to stay down on the shot. Woodson at the top. Passes it over to Buckingham with the drive. Gets knocked out. And there's another two. Got to take care of the ball. Kratz with the ball. Splits two, but turns the ball over again. Oh, but gets it back, and wow.
Man, Jordan Campbell is laying his life on the line for this basketball right now, and he's doing a great job of it.
Oh, Matt Goodell gets stripped. And number 13, another bucket.
And Stilwell randomly got inspired on defense.
Yeah, a fury here by Stilwell. Nice bucket there by Kratz.
Great move to silence the run here.
This game's just sped up so much. You're right, Reed. Three-pointer there by number 4.
Goodness.
40-16 now. And Crossings takes a timeout.
And as Crossings here, you gotta take a step back, realize we're up 20 points, and you gotta take a deep breath. Make sure you're taking care of the ball,
right,
and not forcing anything and playing defense, and they'll be just fine. Just get to the break, maybe improve that lead up to a 30 again, around that marker, but you definitely don't want to let them get back into the teens here.
Get back and start playing defense like you have been. I apologize, we had a delay on the score here, so we're getting the score set back. It's 40 to 16 Crossings. Crossings comes back out with the starting lineup back in the game. Woodson, Parker, Goodell, Kratz, and Furnish. A minute 47 left before halftime. Nice shot, another wide open look, and it's good by Evan Kratz. Nice pass there by Cal to set that three-pointer up. A drive and a dish. Wow,
Man, what a finish.
that was
By number 24.
that was a prayer. Furnish. Oh, it looked like he had a layup, and he passed it at the last second. But we get the ball back. Phoenix Woodson with a three, and it's good!
Stilwell is going to have to play a perfect game to come back against a team shooting at this high of a rate from behind the three-point line.
Another steal by Woodson.
Showtime.
His hands are so good. He stayed down, misses the bunny. That was a good call. Kick ball by Goodell. Nice steal, though, by Woodson.
And you like him playing off 2 feet there, and he got a good look. He missed a bunny, and I'm sure he'll want that one back. But you like seeing him not try to do anything off 1 foot or anything crazy that could put him in jeopardy going into the state tournament.
That's a good point. You don't want to get anybody hurt at this stage of the game. Like you, your freshman year.
Yeah.
Woodson with the big board. Rips it down. Out to Kratz. Back to Furnish. 20 seconds here before half. They're going to wait for one shot.
I assume some kind of high ball screen with Phoenix and Cal here.
Yeah, Cal probably need to get rid of that ball just a little bit sooner. And that's the end of the half. Crossings 46, Stilwell 18. Wow, what a half for Crossings. A nice fury there at the end by Stilwell, but just it's going to be really hard for them to claw back into this game.
A solid, 16-point quarter almost? Was they have 2 after the first?
4.
4? Okay, so 14-point quarter. Definitely some improvement, but man, it's going to be so hard to come back on these nights when they're shooting this well from the three-point line. I think they've had 4 or 5 people that have hit threes, and a couple have hit multiple.
Yeah, right, yep. Well, all right, it's halftime. We're going to take a break. We're going to eat some nachos, and you should as well. We will be right back here in about 10 minutes. Stay tuned. Well, all right, we're back. Third quarter getting ready to be underway here. Minute 30 left before the halftime is over, 46-18. I don't think we expected such a quick start for Crossings, although it shouldn't surprise us because the games where they have been on, that gets out of hand pretty quickly. 2 more quarters to go for a ticket punch to the state tournament. Crossings has actually been, this will be the 4th straight year if they can finish this game off. 4th straight year to the state tournament, being the state champs once and 2 years ago. Last year getting beat by Kingfisher in the Final Four. The year before that was COVID year. And man, Crossings had, Coach Shanks still says to this day, I saw him last week, he's like, we had that one won. That would have been a good year for Crossings back in 2019, 2020 year.
People forget that we might not have been able to get that state championship the year after, though, because if we would have made or ended up following through with state that COVID year, we would have moved up to 4A a year earlier, which would have been the same year that Kingfisher's Bijan and Matthew Stone won the.
That's a good point.
So that would have been a tough game to play.
That's a good point. Yep. Hey, you remember last year this game going into the state area championship game? Was it Class and SAS we were playing?
I believe Perkins was our final game.
Was it Perkins?
We had to rematch Perkins after losing to them earlier in the playoffs.
That's right. I do remember that.
Crossings comes out in the zone here.
Probably trying to slow the game down a little bit, don't you think?
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
I mean, up by 18. Nice block there by Goodell.
Great
We're
block.
going to get a foul on Petrie.
Maybe a little frustration foul after a block on a pull-up.
This is a great block. Speaking of blocks, I was looking at some stats today. I mean, Phoenix Woodson's got to have the career record already for blocks in one season. He's got 27 blocks this season.
I had a season where I had 1 or 2, probably.
You did. You did, actually. Phoenix Woodson for a 3, and it's good.
Big to big.
That's his 3rd 3 of the game, I believe, and I don't know if he's missed one yet. So Crossings starts off hot again. Right on the first possession. Good rebound by Woodson. Boy, he has grown a lot this season. I mean, I know he's played,
really
24 games now, but nice cross-court pass there by Kratz.
He's gotten a little meaner out there on the floor, hasn't he?
He has. He's gotten meaner, stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Good drive there by Kratz. Like Cam Parker last year wasn't, and this is no disrespect to Cam, he wasn't half the player that he is this year. He's stronger. He's more confident in his ability.
And really the leap you make from freshman to sophomore year is usually the biggest one that you end up having. In my opinion, you grow more.
Your body matures,
You get that year under your belt. You know what it's like. You get to go and work that summer, and I think that's a really important summer. So I would say that he made that freshman to sophomore year leap, and he did it really, really well. So it'll be interesting to see what some of these guys, like Phoenix,
with that philosophy there,
another one, you know what I mean? So definitely lots of promise and hope for the future.
Well, I mean, we've already, like I just said, we've seen Phoenix mature so much already this year. I'll just be really intrigued to see next year the leap that he takes. Nice pass there by Furnish. I love that. He could have taken the shot. It would have been a little contested, but he dished it right underneath the big guy who was wide open for 2. It's a good move there by 33 for Stilwell. Jordan Campbell. Campbell having a good game.
What I've been impressed with this game from Cal is how quickly he's made his decisions. I feel like when he's playing at his best is when he's making decisions in under a second. And I think that he's doing a really good job of that this game. He's not holding it.
The one time, nice scoop by Goodell. The one time I think he made he didn't make a quick decision. He turned the ball over right before half.
Was that Mac or Cal?
That was Cal.
Was that Cal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you're right. When he makes quick decisions, which he typically does, man, he's right on. Nice shot selection.
Phoenix Woodson.
Another steal. Evan Cross.
I think this is the hardest I've seen Phoenix play in a game up 26, 36.
I agree. I love it because he's so long that when he plays hard, he's going to get a lot of steals.
Oh, yeah.
His arms and hands are just getting in the passing lanes, and he's stripping guys that are driving, and they're not used to guys that long getting in the in their way as they dribble to the bucket.
Yeah, this Knights team is really, really talented at getting those deflections and keeping those extra plays alive as well because of how lengthy they are.
Yeah, even guys like Mac Goodell's, 2 steals a game. Couple other guys, just 1.5, 2 steals a game. They do pride themselves on that. Looks like Luke Olson getting in the game. Nate Rouse. Some good minutes for these guys. Luke Olson, the junior, and Nate Rouse, also a junior, right?
Yep. 2 big-time energy guys who come in and make an immediate impact on the defensive end.
Nice scoop.
Nice little Swiss Army knife to have when you're making that state run, especially if someone gets injured or foul trouble or something like that. To have a guy like that to be able to put in and know that they're not going to give anything up.
Yeah, good call. Furnish at the top of the key. Over to Woodson. Back to Luke Olson in the middle of the paint. Parker to Cal for the 3. He's off. Another turnover there. Woodson with the drive and foul there on the baseline.
No continuation NBA foul, but we'll take it on the sideline. Baseline, I mean.
56-22. Woodson, wide open. Nice dish. Nice drive right there. That would have been a nice block there by Cam Parker, but there's a foul. Stilwell, 33.
Jordan Campbell, and he has had a great second half. He's been all over the place.
I agree.
He's got a lot of rebounds, and he's finished a lot of buckets down in the paint as well.
He handles the ball well. He's got a good, big, strong body. He's played really well. Jonah Kelly back in the game.
Hit a 3 earlier, I believe, and a 2 as well. I believe Jonah has 5 points in this one.
Along with Coleman Ridley, one of my favorites. Coleman, talk about an energy guy.
Coleman, a guy we've talked a lot about on the air, just about how much of a leader and his energy and his work ethic just shows every game and willingness to be whatever coach wants him to be.
Nice pick. I knew that was coming. That's a Luke Olson special right there. Long, lengthy guy. He gets his arms in there.
And just like we said earlier, he can come in and make something happen.
Nate Rouse trying to take the charge, and referees weren't buying that one. Tuttle won earlier today, and they'll take on the loser of this game, and the winner of the loser's game will actually go to state. So top 2 teams from the area go. Winner of this game will go, and then the winner of Tuttle versus the loser of this game will go to state.
Do we know who are the 2 teams that these guys would play first round yet, or does that come out later?
It will come out later. There is a formula for it. Crossings would actually, as the number, if they go on to win this game, as the number 2 seeded team, ranked team, they will play the second worst ranked team. Jonah Kelly just off a little bit.
Looks like his body was leaning a little left there, which may have caused the ball to actually go a little left too. Something I know Jonah has worked on in the past.
Nice shot there. Petrie, yeah. Nice shot. Furnish bringing the ball through work. Crossing's taking their time a little bit now. Bringing it up a little bit slower. Nice drive by Rouse. Again, I apologize for the camera. I'm kind of in a tough spot here. We're reading our squished in this little area. So it's a little bit hard to turn. Rouse with the first points of the night.
Larry Legend will check in the game for Luke.
See, now Ross says Luke is Larry Legend.
Is he? I think Max, maybe. I think Max Larry Legend.
Well, he's got the wrong number for Larry Legend, first of all. But he does have the hair. 62-29. Nice hustle play by Stilwell. They're not giving up.
No, they're not.
Much respect to them. They're still working hard.
How about the young guys coming in for crossings and playing lockdown hard defense? Great shot there by number 2, Cole Kimball.
Furnish with the jumper. Just off. Crossing's kind of cooling down a little bit right now, but with a very comfortable lead. Nice defense there. Rebound secured by Goodell, who pushes the ball. Nice pass. Oops. .45 seconds here left in the third. I think Crossing is going to be just content to hold this one for one shot.
Looking for something in the middle or something downhill or something to penetrate the gaps of this zone here for the last shot.
Nice shot. Oh, nice put back by Jonah Kelly off the Matt Goodell three-point miss. Pushes the lead to 64-32 here after 3. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with you. All right, getting ready to prepare here for the fourth quarter. 64-32. Crossing's in complete control of this one. They came out with their tails on fire, and they haven't really stopped yet. A lot of young guys probably going to get some minutes here. I see Buckingham, Ridley, Caden Leslie out there, along with Goodell and Jonah Kelly. So mixing it up a little bit here for the fourth quarter. I assume they're going to probably take a lot of time off the clock for each possession here.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. You don't want anything crazy to happen and you injure someone that could help you down on the line, especially when you're up 32 in a big game.
Buckingham with a three, and he knocks it down.
Especially when you have young guys as good as Crossings does that can go in there and knock down shots.
Yeah.
Ooh, great move by number 13.
Ridley
Kalima
pulls down the board. Goodell. Stilwell still fighting. Jonah Kelly with a three. A little strong. Probably a little quick shot.
Wow, that was an incredible pass.
Yeah.
By number 13, Kalima Ramirez, to number 41, Tyrus Teehee.
Teehee, it was an all-tournament team in one of the tournaments they were in this year. Not a great block out there for Crossings on the missed free throw. Stilwell has the ball under the basket. Buckley out on the break. And he gets an and one. Nice shot by Buckley. Took it right to the goal. Stilwell wasn't quite set.
Buckingham.
What did I say?
Buckley. Either way, regardless, it was a great and one finish.
Yes, it was.
On the right side. It really didn't look like he had anything while he was dribbling down. I was looking for some sort of pass opening or something, and he took it himself and found a way to get the ball in the hole.
Matthew Hooper checks in along with Cooper Molinex, two of the seniors. I like seeing the seniors get in the game. There goes one just at the steal of Matthew Hooper. Down to Caden Leslie. Down to, who is that?
Buckingham again with a great move, just off.
Leslie with the drive, back out to Buckingham for the three, not good. Caden Leslie with the offensive board. Jeez.
Ball is going everywhere right now.
I like him slowing that ball down a little bit.
Yeah.
Man, Stilwell's still working hard though.
Long possessions do not hurt you if you're the Knights right now.
This is an odd game going, well, nice. There's a bad pass and Goodell was able to save that. Puts a shot, but no good, but another offensive board by Leslie. And a three by Molinex is no good. Finally, Stilwell gets the rebound. What I was going to say is it just seems a bit odd to see this score on a game that's for state.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, you know, sometimes that happens when you're a high seed, you're playing lower seeded teams, but this is number 7 in the state. Stilwell's number 7 in 4A.
Yeah. This Knights team is just too much superpower for this Stilwell team tonight, and really I don't know what all they could have really done tonight better.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean,
sometimes you're outmatched.
You're just outmatched. 2 by Goodell. Pushes the lead to 71-34. So what? Oh, nice! Another nice steal there. That's another senior, Knox Nave. And we got a foul on Stilwell. So what's the feeling of the players, you think, tonight, knowing that this is for another state tournament appearance?
Oh, it's satisfaction first, because it is a long season. It goes by fast, but it is long, and it takes a toll on your body. And once you get there, it's relieving, and you're excited, and it's really it's a great feeling, honestly. And you go home and think about it for a while, and then you get nervous for state, and you start preparing. And so hopefully they'll take maybe a day off and then get after it and start preparing for state as soon as you get back.
I don't know if state this year is first round in the big house or not, but what is it like playing in the big house?
You feel kind of like a little bit of a celebrity, just because there's a lot of lights, a court in the middle of cement, and just the culture and history in that building. Just you walk on the court, it feels surreal.
Yeah. And, you know, as dumpy of a place as the State Fair Arena is, it's going to be sad to see it go.
It will.
Got a lot of tradition, a lot of memories there, a lot of highlights, a lot of buzzer beaters.
I won't miss the tornado shelters of locker rooms, though.
Locker rooms are pretty bad. Well, let's pretend like Crossings continues on and stay. What's it like in the championship game leading up to?
Leading up to, I mean, honestly, I hadn't thought of the championship game until the day of, just because we had a game back to back to back, and it was like everything was boom, boom, boom. So you're really just thinking about next game. I don't think it's smart to think too far forward about championship, but more next game. Let's get through the next game, win the next game, and then as soon as one game's over, you start preparing for the next.
Yeah.
So there's no really break in between. But again, I don't think you're necessarily looking past any team, because it is the playoffs, and anything can happen.
Well, if Crossings does. They're going to finish this game off. They'll go to state. They'll be the number. If Kingfisher wins tonight, which I haven't checked on the scores there, but if Kingfisher wins tonight, Kingfisher will be the #1 seed going into the tournament. They'll be on the top of the bracket. Crossings then will be #2 at the bottom part of that bracket. And so they wouldn't actually meet until the championship game if they both won out. Which isn't a bad thing to not have to play Kingfisher right away.
Yeah, it's just a team like Kingfisher takes so long to prepare for that sometimes, I don't know, it could go either way. You'd get more time if you played them first to prepare, right? But at the same time, you're having to play them earlier.
I mean, they're so multiple. They do so many things, and they do so many things well. All the screens, all the sets, all the out-of-bounds plays. I mean, there's so much to prepare for them. I get what you're saying.
And to win an overtime game at 9 o'clock at night on a Friday night, and then go play again on Saturday morning or Saturday during the day, it's hard. It's difficult.
Yeah, it looks like Kingfisher is handily winning their game 43-24 against North Rock Creek in the fourth quarter. So they'll be the #1 seed. Crossings will be the #2 seed. They wouldn't meet until the championship game if they continue to win. OCS is down by Weatherford 23-19 in the third. Looks like it's halfway through the third. That's going to be a really good game.
Yeah, two great 4A teams having to play each other early.
4A is just it's just loaded. You know, I know watching my other son Ross play 2A and 3A and then youth 3A and then now 4A. I've just never seen a collection of such great teams at the top. So Weatherford and OCS and Douglas, Crossings, Kingfisher. I mean, there's just a lot of good teams up there. And any of them could actually win. Going back to the championship game in your junior year, playing, I lost the name of their team. Hugo, no, it wasn't Hugo. We played them in the semis. Beggs. What was that feeling like playing Beggs?
Well, at first, I didn't think we were playing them because we were doing the starting lineups and they started naming some of their guys, and they had this guy who's 6'8", and then another guy who was a defensive back that was 6'6", and it was like, you know, I wasn't prepared to play them just because even their guards, like everyone was just so big, and the gym is big, and the lights are big, and everything's so big. But at the end of the day, it's all about remembering how you got there, remembering who's with you, and knowing that you deserve to be there just as much as they do, regardless of whatever, and staying calm and staying confident in that, and just playing hard and hoping that it all works out in the end.
Yeah, how long did it take you to like settle in from all that bigness?
Meaning like as the game started?
Yeah.
I would say your first big thing. Like for me, I try to set a big screen to start off the game just to get the
jitters?
Yeah, the jitters out. So I'll go up and set a back screen on someone and hit them real hard, or take a charge, or try to do something that involves contact to get me going and ease my pain. So then I'll get up and I'll be like, all right, I'm here. It's real. I'm not waking up from a dream, so we're going to get to work. And that's kind of how it started.
Yeah. Well, that'll be neat for these kids right here. A lot of them probably have not if they were on the team 2 years ago, they probably weren't playing. I don't think any of these players
I think Evan Krotz went in for the 2 playoff games leading up to it, and I think Jonah and Matt
Kelly, yeah.
may have gotten
Jonah,
in a few minutes as well. Matthew Hooper, too.
So you got a few guys have had that experience, but the rest of them is going to be,
yeah.
I mean, they got to experience the big house last year in the Final Four, but man, what a game here. So Crossings just finishes off Stilwell 72-48, and what was a really amazing, incredible game for Crossings. Almost flawless. Everybody got in the game. Everybody got to participate. The starters got to rest.
Yep.
They're probably feeling really, really good about everything right now.
Yep.
So, pretty exciting game here. Glad you joined us. And we will not have a broadcast after this. This will be the end. The OSSAA will pick up the broadcast from here on. So, congratulations to Coach Shank, the seniors for Crossings, and we wish them the best of luck, and excited for another tournament, four in a row for Crossings Christian School. So pretty amazing. They've become a basketball powerhouse, and it's pretty exciting. So thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you next year.